I'm Perry Red. This is Socially Speaking. I just want to take a minute to share with you our commentary from the other side of the tracks. Thanks, Rhonda. I'm Perry Red, your field justice advocate. And today, April 20th, we witnessed an event that will go down in history. And the reason why it will go down in history, because in America, it usually don't work that way. So I was earlier, right before we went on the air, well, not right before we went on the air, but an hour or two before we went on the air, I was watching the verdict. The verdict that was read in the George Floyd murder trial of former police officer, Darren Chauvin. Darren Chauvin, the officer who was seen, watched, viewed, murdering another American, a fellow American, and in this case, a black American. And the familiar dynamic of white people killing black people, white police officers, white people in authority, exercising power, control, and dominance over other Americans simply based on the color of their skin. It all culminated today in the trial. And I listened to interviews, and one young lady, she captured it.
We were out. That's something that they didn't see on the news, is that we were out donating and we were fundraising and we were out in the streets trying to help build things back together. I haven't been able to be here since the trial started because emotionally, it's like I said, it's too much. But I know there's, and I'm not threatening when I say this, but I know there's going to be a problem if this verdict doesn't go the right way. And I'm praying that this time we get to see the justice that we're asking for.
And she captured my feelings about this, and I've been on this now for, I guess, probably 20 some odd years. You see, early in S7's infancy, and Cynthia 7 is the organization I direct, but back in our infancy, we championed what was then seen as just impossible. It was undoable. And that was video recording police in their jobs and having a nonprofit.
Police and sheriff's deputies handle routine stops and dangerous calls. Teens would show up on these calls with camcorders to videotape the action.
If you are wrong, then you have to suffer the consequences.
Perry Red hosts Cop Watch. It's a program that airs on community television. A major topic on the show now, camcord troopers.
They will have cameras provided by CPR, and they'll be under CPR supervision.
Starting in June, Citizens for Police Review, or CPR, will send out teens to observe police calls.
We never seek to put anyone at risk. We never seek to impede a police investigation or a police stop.
Red says volunteers will undergo training and must keep a safe distance. That assurance does not put police at ease.
We have to be concerned about the people that are watching the officer. We have to be concerned about the people that are involved in the situation, and certainly we have to be concerned about the officer. So that's a big issue to us.
Also an issue, the fact that officers are already videoed on the job. There's a camera in every car and all officers are mic'd. Red says that's not always the case.
We have instances filed where the camera wasn't turned on for whatever reason.
Some wonder why Red is so passionate about this program. He has had several run-ins with police.
In my history, my past is not a stellar one at all. I've encountered the police under less than honorable conditions.
Red says he's learned another set of eyes might be helpful.
I only wish there was someone with a camcorder when I went through my interaction with police.
Oversee those video operations of people from our community in our community. And man, they slice and dice me every which way but loose. But it didn't stop us from calling for police accountability. So here we are as part of the DC, Healthy DC and Me Coalition. And we are advocating right now for police accountability in the case of Quran Hill. But today, 4/20/21.
See the jury, but all their participants and spectators are standing right now
Please be
as
seated.
they take their seats.
Verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court File Number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, juror foreperson, juror number 19. Same caption, verdict count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by jury foreperson, juror number 19. Count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Juror number 2, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 19, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 27, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 79, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 89, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 91, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Guilty on all counts, unanimously.
Are these your verdicts? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I'll be in a few minutes to answer questions and to advise you further. So, all rise for the...
Done. But today, 4/20/21, we saw a guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin on all counts in the murder of George Floyd. This is one instance where justice didn't fail.